Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise. Its continuing mission to explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life and new civilizations, to boldly go where no one has gone before.
Yeah. No more space. No more. We're done with this. Listener discretion is advised. Fuck, how do I get home?
Ninja.
Oh, hell yeah!
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, juggalos, juggalettes, and those who don't identify as such. This is Juggalo Judgment, where two friends take time out of their busy schedules to sit down, listen to, and analyze music of the Juggalo variety. You're joined by your hosts, Mike and...
Space Schmeeve.
Okay.
Yeah. What's up?
If you're joining us for the first time,
Welcome.
welcome aboard. And if you've been here before and you decided to turn on this episode,
Welcome back.
yes, this crazy, wild journey that we've placed ourselves on for no real reason other than something to do.
Yeah.
Some of y'all like hearing it, I guess. How you doing today, Shmeef?
I'm doing all right, you know. Had a nice morning. This is a weekend where things have seemed to fall into place, and it might just be because I took a 4-day weekend, so I had extra time to get myself in order. Let me tell you, my notes, prepared them yesterday while I was eating dinner. Feels good. Woke up at a reasonable time today to go get breakfast. It's nice.
There you go.
How you doing?
Mine has been the complete fucking opposite because I've been busy as shit.
Yeah.
My notes got finished like about an hour ago, actually.
I can't say that I'm fully properly organized for this weekend. I mean, I am proud of myself that I got back into that weird practicing thing that some people do with instruments and when they're learning songs and stuff. Like I did that on my own, which is a thing that I haven't done for a while because time. But I did that. I didn't do it with anywhere near enough music. But it was a start at least.
Hey, that's what you need. A little start will get you somewhere.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I did not practice.
Oh well.
With my voice. We'll see how that goes in a little bit.
Yeah.
This thing that we have to practice for is in a month and a half, and so, well, actually, at this point, it'll probably be 2 weeks, something from there.
Yeah.
Something like that. So,
Life
yeah.
is hell, is what we're saying. And,
pretty much.
We've been doomed to this existence, and we're making the best of it, but
Yeah, just do what you can with the time you got.
sometimes we really fuck ourselves over.
Yeah.
Speaking
But
of fucking
we're
ourselves over,
We're going to get away
Mike,
from
what
that
are we talking
existential
about
crisis.
today?
We are going to talk about... We're talking about Psychopathics From Outer Space, Part 3.
Uh-huh. And in the tradition of Psychopathics From Outer Space, every time that I see or type the initialization of it, PFOS, my brain looks at it and says, planets from outer space. And I don't know why.
So this dropped on November 13th, 2007. This is the last CD release that Psychopathic had in 2007. I remember buying this.
Going out with a...
Don't do this. Don't do this from the fucking beginning. Do not.
Hell yeah,
remember buying this-
2007's over. Quarter send. Let's go.
I remember buying this on Black Friday that year, actually. I can't remember if it was like already... I can't remember how long it would have been out at that time. I just remember going to Black Friday shopping at our mall, and I think I bought this at Hot Topic.
Oh.
Back when Hot Topic used to sell CDs. So
I remember.
yeah, and yeah, I just remember picking this up back then, and that was weird. But again, last CD release that came out in 2007, there was another release, I believe, that came out on the same exact day, and I'll mention that briefly in a moment. And this is continuing the tradition of, well, we've already had 2 Psychopathics from Outer Space records that are basically compilations. Now, you'll remember that the first one had some original music, but the majority of it was on other projects from the time. There was like a Hallowicked track, there was stuff from the first, the original version of Most Tasteless, stuff from Psychopathic Records Dumpin' because they were from this... available pretty much around the same time. Mm-hmm. So that one was really just that one's kind of more of a sampler if you think about it, for what was available. But then the second compilation, fucking 23 tracks of here's literally everybody on here. Uh-huh. This one, we get 16 songs. In reality, only 14 because you have an intro and an outro. And nothing that's on this record was reused for anything else. Some of the stuff shows up on, I believe, some Cryptic collections in the future and Forgotten Freshness. But everything on here was made seemingly for this record, which is very cool.
Also, some Boondocks albums, I thought.
No.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Thought I saw something that showed up on one of his other ones.
No. Okay. No, the 2 songs from Boondocks are exclusively on here. If you were looking at Genius, it's because of that you would think that. Because whatever the fuck that compilation thing is not existing. I don't know what the fuck it is.
Bold of you to claim it doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist. But I want to go over the little booklet that we got here real quick. You got the 6 main people from the label, kind of looking like extraterrestrials, or what we would think stereotypical ones would look like. And we do have production credits, which I will go over with each track because we do have different producers on each song, which is pretty cool. But the majority of this, like, there's only 2 pages of production credits, really. And then you got like fucking 8 of ads there. So let's see what Psychopathic was promoting at the time. So the first one we have is Slam TV, which was their JCW show. So they were promoting the first DVD set. Actually, no, I'm sorry. They were promoting the second one, which was a 4-disc set. Holy fuck. And had Bloody Mania from Gathering 07. Now, you did buy some of the JCW stuff when we went to that one concert. You didn't buy Slam TV, did you?
No, I have a Bloody Mania 6. I don't remember which one.
Okay. They still have, I'm pretty sure they still have Bloody Mania and the Slam TV sets on Psychopathic Vault. So the first one is 9 episodes, and then the second one is episodes 10 through 15. So maybe we should check those out one day. That'd be interesting.
Yeah. I mean, I still have... I have a Stranglemania that I need to get onto a digital format, and we got to do a watch of that at some point.
Oh, right.
We were talking about doing that with them ICP wee boys.
Oh, hey. Next up, we got an ad for Clockwork Gray, which we already know was out at the time. Hence the last episode we had.
Yes.
There is an ad for Twisted's Independence Day. And this is prior to them fixing all of the wrong names, because it still has Bizarre spelled wrong, and it still has Calico from Baker's Calico spelled wrong, and DJ Quick. Those are all spelled wrong still on this.
Well,
so good job in double checking that shit. We have an ad for W Fuck Off Radio, their internet radio show. I believe they did stuff like every day. It was just different people hosting it. I distinctly remember listening into some stuff, but it looks like everybody had their own specific stuff. So let's just briefly look into these. Yeah, sorry, it was every Tuesday and Thursday night. So I guess it would be just alternating who was who. Twisted had Ashtrays and action figures, which they still did for quite a while after, which was just talk radio. Violent J's Witching Hours, where anything goes. Shaggy 2-Dub and DJ Clay's Shaggy's Old Vinyl Collection. Old school vinyl and serious scratch battles. Okay. Razor Ray's The Razor's Edge, which is showcasing metal and rap. Upchuck the Clown, The Funhouse, which was comedy and Hatchet music. Upchuck the Clown, I think he was kind of like just an MC to help do stuff like at the Gathering and whatnot. So I never really saw anything else that he did aside from that. Obviously, he would host this show, but Leah and Nathan's Leah and Nathan Extras. Extra, I guess is a person's name. Off the Clock, which is unsigned music. I never heard that one. Wolfpack's Super Deluxe Fun Time Variety Hour, Mischief and Mayhem. The fact that Wolfpack had a show on W Fuck Off Radio kind of irks me, but whatever. Serious Darius's Seriously Fresh Music, World and Rare Music. Serious Darius was the guy who played Dr. Dinglenut in Big Money Hustlers. Mm-hmm. Corporal Robinson and Two Tough Tonys, The Main Event, wrestling talk, interviews, and news. Corporal Robinson was probably one of JCW's most known wrestlers until he started selling fake tickets and then got pretty much booted from everything. Boondocks is The Hootenanny, Southern Rap and Rock. I remember checking into a couple of his episodes. Blaze and the ROC's The Coffin, Rap and Sports, which totally makes sense because Blaze is all about the sports. And DJ Fillin's The Fix, Late Night Hatchet Party Mix. I'm very curious what that would sound like if you know how you'll listen to the radio, if you were to listen to, I don't know, say our local stations were 96.1, okay, which was playing current music, and then on Friday and Saturday nights they just play what's popular, but it would have added DJ beats to it while it transitions into the next song. I feel like it'd probably be just that.
Yeah.
And it's just hocus pocus all over.
That reminds me of, so for a short period of time, I got a free subscription to the Gold's Gym app, which had so it has guided exercises and stuff.
Workouts
for a
and
time
stuff.
I was doing some running here and there, and they have music for them. You can kind of pick what genres you want, but most of them are all DJ mixes and stuff.
Okay.
And so I was on a run, and this person, they had a sick little DJ mix of Hold the Line by Toto. But this one specific DJ that did a lot of these mixes was on his fucking Star Wars shit, because in the middle of a lot of these tracks, out of nowhere on drops and stuff, you'd hear the sounds of lightsabers going off. It's I'm on a run. I'm trying to run and I need to breathe properly, and I hear and I'm like, holy shit, no! I'm just dying in the middle of the street because I'm like, why would you do? I'm running, please.
That's great.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, we have an ad for the Quest for Shangri-La board game. Yeah. And it was available through Hatchet Gear and at Hot Topic.
Wow.
Now, I don't ever remember seeing this at our local Hot Topic.
I don't either.
And I'm very curious, what the cost of it was at the time. Now, we do have a copy of this in our possession.
I do.
You did get that. We
I
will
still
have
haven't
to try
gotten
and play
back
that one day.
to scanning assets after the first time when I scanned a bunch of them, and it
was
didn't
fucked
come out
up.
right because a bunch of them were sliding off the side of the scanner thing because it's not good.
It happens. But if anybody listening, if you guys did get a copy of the game, like right when it came out, I'm curious how much. Like, I don't know what it costs right up front. If I had to guess, I'd probably say it wasn't more than $40. In my opinion, but it goes for some bank these days.
Yeah.
Next up, we have, what I believe was also released on the same day, an ad for Psychopathic the videos.
Oh, yes.
Every Psychopathic video you've ever seen, plus every one you've never seen.
Wow.
Videos by Insane Clown Posse, Twisted, Blaze, Boondocks, Esham, AMB. It's kind of a lie. It does not have every single music video. There were a handful that were not put on there. It does not have every single music video that was on the A1 Yola DVD. And things like that. But it is a very, very cool DVD of some music videos. That was at a time where a lot of artists were releasing like music video DVDs. I distinctly remember that time you let me borrow the Weird Al one.
That's a really good one.
That was a good fucking time. But the intention is for us to also cover this compilation. And it would probably be very similar to what we did with Big Money Hustlers, where it is just us doing a commentary track.
Yeah.
You go ahead, you pop that DVD in, you press play, and go for it. If you don't have the DVD, just go ahead and fucking find the music videos online and, sync up your own way.
Pirate the DVD.
But that is the plan. That we're gonna cover that. So keep an eye out. Next up, this one's fucking great. It is an ad for the compilation called Juggernauts. Attention all Juggalos and Juggalettes, first ever ICP Greatest Hits album includes 18 digitally remastered, unedited, raw classics in stores now. Special limited edition CD DVD combo with 5 bonus videos available exclusively at Best Buy.
I feel like I've heard of this before.
Yes, so this compilation is a fucking cash grab by Island.
Yeah, there it is.
It was literally just put out by Island Records. It only has tracks from The Great Malenko, The Amazing Juggalo Brothers.
Hits.
Oh yeah, The Amazing Juggalo Brothers, Bizarre Bazaar, and I think there's Forgotten Freshness 1 and 2 as well, because those were put out by Island. That's all that it is. It has nothing pre-Island, nothing post-Island. And it's funny because ICP had nothing to do with the compilation, so they weren't making money off of it. And I'm very confused as to why they decided to be like, yeah, go ahead and buy it. Like, it's not a bad compilation, don't get me wrong. But it's just very weird that ICP was like, yeah, we don't make money off of this, but go ahead and buy it. And the videos for our that are on the bonus DVD, if you got the Best Buy version, I believe we got Hocus Pocus, Piggy Pie, Halls of Illusions.
Let's Go All the Way.
Let's Go All the Way, I think, is one of them. And I think it might also be Tilt-A-Whirl.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But for some reason, I'm also thinking that Another Love Song from Amazing Juggalo Brothers might have been one of them. So I'm not sure which one's which. They might not have had the one for Piggy Pie, since that's mostly just concert footage. So I don't know. Let's see. Just a couple more. Ad for The Gathering, 2008 at Cave in Rock, Illinois. It would be at Cave in Rock for I don't know how many years. That was like one of the biggest areas that they ever had The Gathering. An ad for Boondocks Crimson Creek, all new album in stores in 2008. I think that came out in like April or May of 08. So we'll be getting there. And the final one is The Year of the Lotus is drawing near. Are you ready? Dark Lotus 2008.
That's the year of the Lotus?
The Year of the Lotus.
So that was so for the entire year of 2008, they would be exclusively dropping Dark Lotus albums.
Yes.
Nobody would be allowed to drop anything else. There's no ICP, no
so
Boondocks,
they literally just
no
lied.
Blaze.
They literally just lied by saying Boondocks, all new album in 2008.
They fucked up.
It's Boondocks featuring Dark Lotus. I will say this, for the fact that they were like putting Boondocks like front and center on a lot of stuff, like having him added in Riders, I'm very surprised they didn't decide to try and have him in Dark Lotus. I think that could have been very interesting.
I mean, I have a thing to say about that later.
Okay. But I think that is enough preamble. We got to get into this to talk about some musics. Again, I will mention who does the production for all this because we got some different producers on this, and some of them were very surprising for me. I didn't realize who they were literally until last night. So,
well, before we get into it, there's something we got to do.
What do we got to do?
You gotta take that fucking Twisted shirt off, you fucking Juggalo. Wearing the merch of the ones that turn their backs.
Oh, you motherfucker, we're not doing this on this goddamn shit. You are not doing this on this show.
And after you do that and change into a proper piece of Juggalo merch, I'm gonna crack open a Faygo. What do you got?
I'm leaving this shirt on. Well, Shmeev, space is the final frontier.
Yeah.
As I hear. And do you know what's in space?
Nothing.
Well, you're almost right. There's some shit in there. Like planets, celestial bodies, the rocks. There's rocks. There's a really fucking big rock.
Nebulas.
That is like a permanent satellite to the Earth. It's called the moon. And every now and then...
I don't see where you're going with this.
It mists. So I got some moon mist. How about you?
Well, this morning whenever I went for breakfast, got a little breakfast sandwich and a pretzel from my namesake. On the way back, I was like, shit, I need to get a Faygo for the show that I'm going to be recording in like 5 minutes. Or like a half hour, as the case turned out to be. So I stopped off at the corner store.
Yep.
And I was thinking, like, Psychopathics From Outer Space. I need to get something that's like out there, something off the fucking wall. But they didn't have any of that, so I got an orange.
I was there yesterday. That's where I grabbed this, and I'm very disappointed they don't have firework right now. They're very out of it.
I thought about cotton candy because the design on it kind of looks a little nebula-y, but
I also grabbed a cotton candy. it's in there. However, did you know that they just sell cans of Faygo?
Do they?
Yeah, it's not in that same same cooler. It's the one off to the side. But they had I think they had Moon Mist, they had Orange, Red Pop, and I think that they had Twist. Which I was like, oh, I haven't had Twist in a while.
I feel like I don't see Twist now. I feel like I never really see bottles of Twist.
No, like almost nowhere has it. And I'm kind of sad. Like in reality, I really should be cutting down on the soda that I'm drinking. Like maybe just have it for these shows because I'm drinking it way too fucking much.
Yeah.
But like when I was on my big rock and rye kick, I still need to go back to to Rural King and pick up more. But I missed that, and I miss my firework now. What the fuck?
Oh well.
Let's crack these bitches open.
Crack them open.
Very thirsty.
Not the most satisfying cracks that we've ever had.
No, pretty sad actually.
But let's kick it off with track 1, Blast Off.
This is a long motherfucking intro.
I have a note here.
Yeah.
Space.
No, you don't. Show me that note. Oh my god, I have a note. Do you want to see what it says?
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
We literally both had one fucking note, and they both said space. No other words. Nothing.
There's nothing else to say about it.
Nothing else.
It is pretty good, and it's space, man.
It is.
I hear this and I say, that's space.
Yeah. This one.
sounds like.
I mean, we heard it a lot on Psychopathics From Outer Space 2, where there were, the little like bloopy blips sounds in between tracks.
That and like a voice.
Yeah, that too. We don't really get as much of acknowledgement of like who the songs are for, but it does sound like there is clips taken from movies or whatever of space shit. But we will move on to track 2, Dark Lotus, Further Away.
And farther away, farther and farther away, farther and farther away, farther and farther away. My compass spins out of control. Which way do I go to get out of this hole? I've come so far that I've lost my way. Gone in a world full of yesterdays. The sun and the moon have become my doom. Morphed into one as my time consumes me. No direction, no reception, nothing but a godless life extension. Gone on the score like a drop ball ball in the death valley desert with peyote in my jaw. My head is pounding, my vision is clouded. Barely see the shadows of the people that surround it. Nothing astounding, this is mad at its lowest point. Shaping up the bottle on the mirrorless joint. They brought me back to earth now, everything's a bogus. The reason I'm still breathing is only for dark lotus.
It's a never-ending story, I'm like a tree. Get away from the nothingness that consumes me. Floating on the log, barely see the land. Back in the day, I was basking in the sand. I don't see no hope, I don't see no trying. Only way out this shit is, man, fuck that. The further I get, the closer I come to something else. That's lotus love, nothing more, nothing less.
Farther and farther away.
On my trail, I'm lost.
Farther and farther away.
On the path, I must have.
Farther and farther away. Farther and farther away.
Further Away. Produced by Mike E. Clark.
Okay, yeah.
Which is really cool, because that's the first time we've heard Mike Clark on some Dark Lotus shit since the couple tracks he did on the first Lotus album. This was one that I was really surprised about. I had no clue this was Mike Clark until I was doing the notes.
Didn't think about it.
No, that's okay. That's okay. Well, it's okay. This is one of the weird ones. Music written, played, programmed, and performed by Mike Clark. Produced by Dr. Punch and Eric Davey.
Interesting.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah,
Mike Clark did things, and then Dr. Punch, aka Violent J, and Eric Davey pressed buttons, I guess, is what we get.
Production means a lot of things.
Yeah.
I mean, like, look at your average rock band.
Mhm.
Like, they still have a producer on that, even though the producer isn't, like, playing any of the music.
Right.
They're kind of organizing it, I guess.
Yeah, I guess that's the best way to look at it. But anyways, this is probably the most random Dark Lotus song that we've had. Like, in a way, it's almost like if they didn't mention like Dark Lotus throughout the song, it wouldn't be a Dark Lotus song. But that said, I really like it.
Yeah, it's a good song.
Like, I love the music with it, and the verses are like, this is a pretty concise song too. Like, it's not very long.
No.
So it moves. I think they made it as short as it is so that people wouldn't overthink it.
Possibly. Yeah.
Maybe.
I don't know. Maybe they just didn't have they said all they had to say on the subject of being generally lost
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah,
that's it.
That's really all that we need.
That's this is them struggling with the idea of what they're going to do on another Dark Lotus album.
What's interesting for me is the last time that we had, on Psychopathics From Outer Space 2, the final main track before the big posse cut at the end was Lotus, and it was the song Grave Robbers. And Grave Robbers kind of felt like something that eventually, after the fact, it's a song that wouldn't have felt out of place on Black Rain, in my opinion. And spoiler, this does not sound like the Lotus that we are going to get on the next Lotus record. I think that this was a song that was probably within the first sessions, and then they decided to go in a different direction. So what we get on the Opaque Brotherhood is the furthest from this. They went further and further away.
I see, yeah. That's what the song's about. This is the transitional period in between albums.
Yeah, that's what it is. There we go.
That's it, yeah.
Crack the code.
I gotta say, not being able to tell that this is a Dark Lotus song, besides them mentioning it, is maybe the most Dark Lotus thing they could do.
It's especially whenever there's no mention of murder or spooky stuff.
90% of things that I would think would be Dark Lotus songs, no, it's not a Dark Lotus song. Okay, whatever. They could have just put the rest of them on this track and it would have been a Dark Lotus song. And I listen to Dark Lotus songs and I'm like, this... What? Okay.
I do want to point out a line that I really, really like. And everybody in this song pretty much has the same kind of cadence, which is kind of cool. But I really like this line towards the end of Shaggy Two Dope's verse. I don't see no hope. I don't see no trying. The only way out this shit is, and he cuts himself off and yells, "Man, fuck dying."
Yeah. Good.
That's a cool, it definitely it's a swerve. Yeah. I liked that. I really did. There is one part though, it's also in the same verse, that almost sounds like it was a retake and didn't quite match up properly. When he says, "Back in the day I was basking in the sand." I don't know if there's a drum hit at the same time or whatever, but it sounds like he didn't say that line in one take. And the way that they had to cut it to make it seem, it sounds like it was two different parts. I don't know. That's just me overanalyzing, but I always hear it. But I don't know if there's a drum hit that's also accentuating it at the same time, and maybe that's why it stands out to me.
It's been a weird lineup, yeah. Who knows?
Yeah, but no, I really dig this song. I think it's a cool way to start off this album, and yeah, I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah. All right. Moving on. Track 3. Truth Dare.
Double dare, promise or repeat. Who wants to play a wicked game over this sinful beat? Tell the truth. Do you ever dream about murder? Do you wish you had it in you to be a blood squirter? Tell the truth.
Do you ever lust over sex? Would you fuck your homie mama if she was playing with your nuts?
Tell the truth. Have you ever fucking told a lie? Right through your fucking teeth like a snake's tongue flies. Truth dare, double dare, promise or repeat. Who wants to play a wicked game over the sinful beat? I dare you.
Stab someone and come back with their wallet. Piece of bubs named 3 times. I dare you to call.
I dare you. Handstand on the ledge of a tower. I dare you to snort a few bars of hot gunpowder. I dare you.
I dare you to play this game with me. It's called Truth Dare, Double Dare, Promise or Repeat.
Pull the curtains close and my tight. Let the candles burn tonight. Game's never over, I can feel in the air. Bloody Mary spinning the bottle, you'll turn truth or dare. Truth Dare, Double Dare, Promise or Repeat.
All right, so Truth Dare by ICP. We got this track
Featuring
basically produced
Brian
by Mike
Abrams.
Clark. Featuring Brian Abrams of Color Me Bad. And I still want to know how the fuck that like came about.
I don't know who that is.
I don't... Color Me Bad, they were an R&B group that was mostly popular, I think, in the early 90s, maybe the late 80s as well. I will double check this, but I believe that's the case. Okay, they were formed in 1985, and their most famous song, I've actually heard this one, was I Wanna Sex You Up.
Okay.
So, yeah, I believe it was a... let's see, members. Oh, currently there's only one person in the group now. But there were 5 total people. But I mean, this was at a time where, you know, you had them, who else was popular for this similar thing? Like New Kids on the Block.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I have no idea, like, where this this kind of collaboration came from.
Brian Abrams is a juggalo.
Maybe he is. I have no idea. That'd be cool.
Prove he's not.
Debate me. Brian Abrams is a juggalo. Prove me wrong.
Brian Abrams, tell the truth. Are you a juggalo?
I dare you to tell me, are you a juggalo?
I double dare you to tell me if you are a juggalo.
Promise me that you have not lied.
Repeat
when you have
after
stated
me.
that you're a juggalo.
I, Brian Abrams, am a juggalo.
Gonna need you to repeat that again, Brian.
A little louder, please, closer to the mic. Thank you.
So yeah, it's so this is interesting to me. The production on this sounds night and day different from the stuff that we had 6 months prior on The Tempest.
Yeah.
Like, I assume that this is just something that Mike Clark came up with after making The Tempest, because again, Tempest was supposed to be done in 06, but
sure.
While it's not as like big and I don't want to say messy, but like there's not as much to it.
Yeah.
It sounds so much cleaner than a lot of what we heard on The Tempest. And I don't know if that's like, I don't know the fucking word I want to say it.
I don't know what you mean by cleaner, because I mean The Tempest was a pretty fucking clean album.
I mean, like, I don't know. I think it's because, like I said, it seemed like with The Tempest, Mike Clark may not have really been, like, quote unquote in studio.
Yeah.
And so the sound that he was able to create from where he was sounded a bit muddier. I'm not saying that the production was bad, but this just sounds different to my ears.
I mean, it's different for sure. It's not The Tempest. It's definitively not The Tempest.
Right.
He's clearly doing something very different.
Yeah. It just for some reason, and maybe it's how it's mixed. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
Maybe.
Which,
So
if so, again, it says I don't fucking understand this music played and then produced by. I don't fucking get the difference. Because again, produced by Dr. Punch and Eric Davey.
Huh. So I'm familiar with Truth or Dare.
Yes.
I'm familiar with Double Dare.
Yes.
Don't know the rest of this.
No.
This
not at all.
isn't quite a thing that I recall.
No.
I mean, you never really mixed the concept of Truth or Dare and the Double Dare. They were their own things. Those were separate.
Right. And then you had the triple dog dare, which meant you had to do it.
Of course.
You were literally, your soul was bound.
Yeah.
That you had to do it. And if you didn't, something.
It's a divine contractual obligation.
Yeah.
He mentions...
You know what this song reminds me of, though?
No.
It reminds me of Fearless from Bizarre.
I don't remember that.
It's mostly in the cadence of it.
Oh, okay.
And how they're saying it. But Fearless is basically just talking about how, like, fuck, that was the one where he's like, oh, I would go and fucking hug a cactus or something like that. Like, just,
I see.
Just that dumb shit. It's just, for some reason, it reminds me of a song from 7 years prior.
Yeah, well, you know.
Sorry, go ahead.
That's all good. He mentions, I believe, daring somebody to handstand on a ledge. And this is like a thing that people actually do. Like, they're very strange people who do those things of their own accord that he reminded me of with that line. I actually really like the song. This is a really cool one. It's got a nice creepy sound to it, and it invokes things. I've talked about this on other songs before, but I don't fucking remember anymore. But it's got this kind of thing where it's like each subsequent verse is like slowly prodding a person farther and stuff. It's like introducing this thing as like a game and all that stuff, and then slowly kind of like pushing someone until they're basically indoctrinated into the ICP cult. With literally the promise and repeat sections of it are just like that. Granted, it does ramp up pretty fast as soon as you get into the dare section, but
oh yeah,
you know, it's a cool track. I like it.
No, I dig it, and I really I really think that I like Brian Abrams' contributions. His hook is really good.
Yeah.
He has that other part towards the end, that like kind of bridge part that sounds very good. Like, when ICP have somebody who can sing on their stuff, it sounds really fucking good. And it's not the last time that we will have Brian Abrams featured on an ICP song.
Huh.
So,
oh, he's a juggalo.
just gotta wait a little bit for that next one, like 5 years or so. I don't know.
Well, track.
Anything else?
No, I don't have anything else. Do you have anything else?
I do not.
All right. Track 4, we have Shake
by Zodiac Imprint.
Zodiac Imprint. 030.
Systematic the way it goes down. Beating off your brain as the lyrics spit around. Who want it now? Zodiac Imprint just entered the building. Weapons ready in case you haters get the feeling. Come on, I'm running like I'm Carmelo Anthony, blazing down the lane like I was Dwayne, sick as LeBron James. Motherfuckers don't want it with us. We still serial kill bitch from dawn to dusk. 1+ we make cuts to rooftops. Have your shit drop to where your brain goes splotch up on that big rock. So suck a cock and a cop to this gun. We don't stop. We run and we don't give a shit. Let the cops come because we hope they can get some too. ROC and Blaze, dead men walk on through. I thought you knew we don't play, boy. When it comes to this rap shit, we eat, breathe, and sleep that shit. Check it. Shake your soul loose. Shake your soul loose. Shake your soul loose. Shake your soul loose.
All right. Zodiac Imprint. This is ROC. Fresh off of paying his dues as a hype man. Finally allowed to perform alongside Blaze Ya Dead Homie. We heard them on the last thing that we did.
Yeah, man. ROC did a lot of stuff on Clockwork Gray.
Yeah. So this one was a bit of a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody left left the lyrics to this completely empty on Genius. And the entire rest of the internet.
Some specific condiment decided.
Well, you know, whenever you have some specific condiments, you need to make sure before you use them, you have to shake them, or else they come out all watery and don't do their job properly.
This was produced. This is fucking weird too. Basically, it says produced by Blaze, ROC, and Eric Davey.
Oh, okay.
But all the music was written and all that shit by ROC.
Oh.
So, okay. I really like this instrumental.
Yeah, it's good.
I think it's grooving. However, I can tell that ROC is he's doing some flexing. Okay.
Yeah.
Because it wouldn't be a Psychopathic Records song if there was no flexing.
True.
That is like one of the key elements to a song on Psychopathic. It has to have like there's like 7 things that it should have, and if it doesn't have more than like 4 of them, then it's not a Psychopathic Records song. Right. Flexing is definitely one of them on there. Mm-hmm. Twisted, literally whenever they do it, they're like, all right, flexing, okay, flexing. It's every song.
It's their first thing that they check off. They don't
exactly. They're like, we got the flexing out of the way, we're fine.
Sometimes they just fill it up with 4 flexes. And that's all they do.
So at least that's what I mostly hear. The issue is Blaze is not yelling. Blaze has shifted away from yelling.
Yeah,
right?
He's been off that for a while.
He's been off of that. He pretty much
shifted
stopped
off that
after
like
Colton
3 years ago.
Yeah, Colton Grundy was like the last that he was really doing any of that. And I wish that he didn't for this song. Because I don't know if it's something in the mix, but I have a hard time hearing, like, deciphering what Blaze is saying. And it's not that it's, like, the beat is so overpowered that I can't understand anything. It's just some of the bass hits that happen just overpower his voice just enough where I'm like, wait, I have no clue what Blaze just said.
I'm willing to put a guess forward that he's flexing.
You know what? I'll go with that. I think that's a safe bet.
Jury's out on if he has a shotgun or not.
Don't just fucking say that. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of sad because we've only got this is only the second Zodiac Imprint song we've gotten. In a very short span of time, but we don't really have an idea as to what the group is.
I do.
What is it?
It's the ROC and Blaze. What?
I mean, what
That's
they're about.
what it is. Mike. It's a name for when these two people are on a track together. That's what it is. If ABK was on there, it would be the ROC and Drive-By. Because Drive-By takes precedence over Zodiac Imprint.
Be Drive-By Imprint. Zodiac Drive.
You have some of these listed as the entire Hatchet family. I think you mean Dark Lotus featuring the ROC and Boondocks.
I hate you so fucking much. I'm sorry, did you just imply that DJ Clay is in Dark Lotus?
I forgot he's there.
You little bitch.
I'm sorry, I forgot about DJ Clay, the baddest DJ alive today.
See, how could you do that? How? You heard his skills on The Party. Shame.
They were good.
They were good.
But yeah, I don't have much to say about this because it is just flex. Even whenever, like, look, if there aren't lyrics to something, I do put my best foot forward to give it a clean listen and focus as best I can. This song does not hold my focus. It's fine.
It's very hard to, which is sad because I like Blaze a lot. I don't mind ROC, but I got no substance for this.
No,
because I think it was just like
there was much substance in it.
Yeah,
to be real.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that's just what we have to deal with.
That's it. Speaking of not having much substance, let's move on to track 5, My Addiction.
Oh, fuck off.
wanna see everybody bleed, and you envision my darkest fantasy. Come with me, won't you run to the middle of my mind and see how fucked up it can be. I just wanna see everybody bleed, and you envision my darkest fantasy. Come with me, won't you run to the middle of my mind and see how fucked up it can be. You don't poke or provoke me when I'm smoking. Raise a blade out of my coat and slit your throat clean. Drive you out on a boat and now you fish feed. All because of my weird addiction to make a bitch bleed. Since a kid I've been in all kind of counseling. They tell my mama that an evil lives inside of them. I'm dangerous and can bust at any second. My wig slid and if I explode, clear the wreckage. Car crash and I did that shit on purpose. Had a hooker with me and she's in need of medical service. Could've took her with me, but instead I left her for dead. Now they looking for me, so I've been hiding out in the shed. I've been in it for a week now, and I've been fiending just to get somebody bleeding. But in the meanwhile, I lay low unless the bleeding won't stop. I got bored and cut off my hand with one chop.
Say hey, I don't think I like it anyway, but you not gonna tell me what to play, cause I got a flavor that's so addictive. I know you'll dig it, okay? Come on now, we can play a game. Grab yourself a shovel, dig a grave. Promise not to die, it's so addictive. I know you'll dig it, okay? Sometimes brainwaves.
Alright, My Addiction by Twisted. And we got some production by Mike Clark.
Hey.
First time that Twisted, but never mind. Need Some Help just happened 2 years ago. I was gonna be like, oh shit, this is the first time that he did shit with Twisted since Most Tasteless. Nope.
Does have that,
Also, wait, he did something on Green Book too, I think.
Oh. Well, it does sound like some Mikey Clark.
It does, and
It's a good beat.
I think that this one's actually very, very good for what Twisted we're going for. Remember what we said about Twisted flexing?
Uh-huh.
They're not flexing here.
Mike, I reckon this Jamie Madrox fellow and this Monoxide child, I reckon they might be a little twisted, a little messed up, you know? Might be a little crazy. A little insane. Not clowny, though. But they are a posse. but they're not clowns.
Can a posse be only two people?
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm saying they're a posse. But yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I think it's as many people as you feel you need to go round up an outlaw.
Okay. I used to not care for this song, but I actually enjoy it quite a bit. And they occasionally play this at shows, which I thought was interesting. But Monoxide has a pretty good verse. Kind of fits with what the song is implying. And then, goddammit, Jamie Madrox comes in and decides to derail the shit.
I didn't remember him derailing, but maybe I didn't pay much attention.
He totally derails it. Monoxide is telling a pretty decent story of how he is addicted to killing, or, you know, at the very least, cutting people the fuck up.
Yeah.
And Jamie does not, go with that almost at all. It's just there. It's a cool sounding verse, but it doesn't match up. IMO.
Yeah, a little bit.
But I used to not care for the song mostly because I didn't like the chorus back then.
Really?
And now I'm like, it's not bad. It's decent for when people want to chant along with it. So I think it's cool for that.
Yeah.
But it is a cool it is definitely a cool track for what Mike Clark created. So I like that.
Monoxide in his verse claims to have Chappaquiddicked a woman. He doesn't use those words, but that's what he says. You familiar with Chappaquiddick?
No.
It's a place, but it's mostly known for that time that former Senator Ted Kennedy drove a car off of into water with a woman in it, and then was able to escape the car himself. The woman was not, and he didn't notify anybody until the next morning, and unclear exactly how she died, but here's the thing about it. Most, I guess, forensics people were like, well, she didn't drown, she likely suffocated in an air pocket in the back of the car because, yeah, that guy was a senator. I don't think he was a senator at the time. He became a senator. And was one for 47 years.
Holy shit.
Walked past like 4 houses that he could have stopped at to call for help. Which is why I believe Senator Ted Kennedy, the late Senator Ted Kennedy, is a murderer and should be remembered as one. Fuck that guy. Anyway.
Ooh.
And Monoxide, following in the footsteps of a great senator. Does the same thing.
Jeez. Monoxide's character. God damn it.
Is there a difference between Monoxide and his character?
Anyways.
Yeah.
I don't have anything else on this one.
I don't either.
Okay,
I just
great.
like to tell stupid stories about things.
You know what? It's something that people enjoy.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, some people said they like it, so
whatever.
Continue. That's fucking weird as.
Buddy, go read up on Chappaquiddick. Have fun.
Oh Lord. All right, well, let's get to what might be the best
Track
song.
6, my man.
To the S1 seized. Roger. Report. Roger, what? He's overstating. Roger. 73 miles downrange, 47.9 altitude.
Like clothes on a line, I'm 3 sheets to the wind, but stay tighter than the strings on a violin. Yeah, I'm as dirty as they come, but still spick and span. I ride 28 inches on my creepy black van, and you can catch me posted up down by the trailer park. I'm selling bootleg movies from noon to dark, but at 9 o'clock it's time to close up shop and find some unsuspecting girlie who gon' blow my top. I like cruising by the Gap and the Old Navy. I be scoping out the mills and the old ladies, pulling right up to the curb with my windows pitch black, practice sketching and releasing, do my thing and then I throw them back. In my bed, they don't never see it coming. Stone cold killer, slanging rock, hard loving. In my bed, here's how we do. I got something waiting for you. In my bed, they don't never see it coming. Stone cold killer, slanging rock, hard loving. In my bed, here's how we do. I got something waiting for you.
All right, Mike, before you talk about how you love this song and it's your favorite track ever, first off, this is another classic Juggalo love song. Something that I would like to call the Boondocks Special. Because if there's one thing that I've noted Boondocks really likes to do, it's a whole lot of sexual violence in his music towards women. Go on.
This song gets panned by so many people.
You don't say.
Yeah. And like, I recognize that this song is quite problematic.
That's a word for it.
And yet I fucking love this song.
No way.
It's so dumb. And so not great. But I love this fucking song.
He wrote
By the way,
this.
produced by Mike Clark and Tino Gross. We're
that
familiar
guy,
with Tino
yeah.
Gross.
So Boondocks wrote this.
Yes.
Or Jamie wrote it.
No, this is Boondocks.
I know. I like the idea that Jamie is responsible for writing every song in Psychopathic.
He's the multiple man.
Yeah. Boondocks writes this. I presume he shows it to people. And either Jay scanned it and was like, fuck, I can't read. Sounds great. Or he just looks right the fuck over it and is just like, that sounds great. We could never put that in one of our songs, but through you, we will live on. we will live vicariously through you. Enjoy writing songs about raping women, because we can't do that in our own music, because we acknowledged in the second album we released under this name that it's not cool.
Oh, man. I want to point out, Genius is fucking weird, because whoever put the lyrics in here decided that they wanted to censor themselves, and I'm like, really? Are you... Really?
May have been pulled from another site.
Say fuck. I'm going to edit those lyrics later on. Probably not. I'm probably going to forget, but...
Anyway, yeah, that's that song.
There's a pretty cool guitar solo.
Yeah.
After the second hook, which is cool. I believe that's Mr. Gross. Yeah, I know that this song is not great. I think when Aaron and Eric covered this, I'm pretty sure they ripped into this track too.
I forgot they would have covered this. Yeah.
Yeah, they did. It was weird whenever they were covering these, because it's like, well, you haven't talked about the other 8 artists on Psychopathic.
Who cares?
But
they don't have to.
I'm pretty sure that they fucking hated this track.
I wonder why.
You know what? I could not tell you. It is modern genius. I do enjoy the song though. But anyways, let's move on.
I hate whenever a song comes up and I'm just like, you could have just stuck to beating women instead. Don't do that either.
No, don't. That's bad. Let's move on. Track 7. Put It Down.
Man, put it down, it's alright. Man, put it down, it's alright. What the fuck you doing, man? Put the fucking knife down. What the fuck you doing, man? Put the fucking knife down. Man, put it down, it's alright. Man, put it down, it's alright. What the fuck you doing, man? Put the fucking knife down. What the fuck you doing, man? Put the fucking knife down.
Like a dope head with a fucking blade in his hand. Like a lost soul that exhausted every option that he has. Like an avalanche, snowball theory covers his mind. And the white turns to red over time. Yo, how can I explain it? I'm an addict with a vision. A knife at the exact point it's making its incision. What's on your mind at the precise point of decision? And the outcome of using intuition. Take a listen to the blood flow. As the streets run red from the cutthroats. Turning the live folks to dead. And the suits get paid. No matter if blood rain comes running down a section of their window pane. Promotional campaign, gotta spread the word. And the blood nowadays the only thing that seems to work. In a gore world, I'ma turn the red rum up and see how many bodies it takes for me to come up.
Man, put it down, it's alright. Man, put it down, it's alright. What the fuck you doing, man? Put the fucking knife down. What the fuck you doing, man?
All right, so this track, it actually features, it's Jamie Madrox, Blaze Your Dead Homie, and Violent J. And this was produced by Eric Davey. I really like this one.
It's pretty cool.
This has a very simple beat that works. Doesn't take away from the verses at all.
No.
And this is one of the few situations where I am okay with Madrox having a more generalized verse.
That's the thing. I don't feel like he is. They're each kind of talking about a different thing in their own way. I mean, Jamie in general, he comes off very like... I feel like I was able to build what he was talking about out of his verse. All three of these people are kind of talking about somebody who snapped from something or another, you know. And in Jamie's case, it sounds like he's kind of talking about his, not his own career per se, but kind of the shock rock thing of like, how much more can I do that's shocking enough to keep me in the public eye? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
He kind of alludes to it near the end of his verse where he's talking about that, and also how really no matter what he does, it's the people above him that are going to come out on top anyway.
Okay. I didn't catch that. The way I just saw it was just him, again, with a more generalized verse, which, given that it was the first verse, doesn't bother me that much, because then whenever Jay and Blaze come in with theirs, which are giving specific accounts of something, it does kind of build onto what he established. I don't mind that. It's not like, I don't know, Monoxide started with something really good and then Jamie derailed it. Like, I think that this was done properly. One thing that has always irked me is every fucking time, whenever this song was being, like, talked about early on, people kept saying it was a cover of Put It Down from Blaze's early work. I can't remember if that was on his first EP or if it was on 1SG. But they kept saying, just because they're literally both called Put It Down, I'm like, they're nothing fucking alike. You goddamn idiots. Stop calling it a cover, because it's fucking not.
Damn.
But then we have Violent J comes in, who
Sad,
is talking
no
about...
GF.
What?
Sad, no GF.
Oh, yeah. Apparently his partner cheated on him, and then we got Blaze, who doesn't have a shotgun. It's fucking crazy. Which I love his first line. Usually fuck with guns, but today I got a blade.
Yeah.
There we go.
And then he follows it up with a line that ends with the word security, but he doesn't even bend it enough to rhyme with blade.
Yeah, it is kind of weird. I never really thought about that.
There are a couple lines in here where his are just like, he did like nothing to stretch them into a vague rhyme, and I'm like, okay.
I totally didn't even like think about that. It is kind of weird that he made that line, but
you could say
fuck it.
securite. It works, but he says security.
But his is basically talking about how his boss just makes a lot of fucking money. and he don't got it, and he needs it. That final his final lines. Door opens, put it in his neck without regret. Go away for life, but my family gets the pension check. Whoa.
Oh, you know what?
That's heavy.
This is the song that Jamie's verse for My Addiction ended up on. He's got him swapped out. You know?
It was better on here. I got nothing else on this one, but I think that this track is really fucking good as it is. I think that they knew what they were making, and it worked.
Yeah, no, it works.
All right, we're going to move on.
Track 8.
Just a song I wrote.
Who shot you?
I don't know. He got dumped by a homeboy ambulance.
You're gonna have to hold still, Bobby.
We need to tube him.
Well, get that line in and I will.
Uh-oh, Bobby. Bobby, open your eyes. No radio pulse.
Not a karate, but a sweet. Get him on the monitor, get that blood up and pain surgery. 20 of atomic, 120 of suction.
DP 64 systolic, pulse is 60.
Saline and a megavatropane.
Penetrating trauma with impending arrest. You gotta crack him.
No, not yet. Dude, come on.
I got shot, popped on a Tuesday night. Now I'm on the ground fighting for my life. Will I die or will I not? Will I get high again or will I rot? I can't move my body, I just stay still. I just lay there thinking of any beef that was spilled. Was it revenge for them? Was it friends of them? All these questions in my head and I can't answer them. I think back, random thoughts of the past. Tears come to my eyes, but all I can do is laugh. I know I don't wanna die, but then would it be so bad? A daughter without her dad, I know that I can't, so I hold on. So I hold on. Open your eyes. So I hold on.
All right, DJ Clay.
Baddest DJ
Track.
alive today.
track entirely done by DJ Clay.
The baddest DJ alive until today. Spoilers.
What?
Well, he dies.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, music done and all this shit by DJ Clay, produced by Dr. Punch and Eric Davey. I don't understand how focus works.
Oh my
Anyways,
God, Mike, you can stop complaining about it. I know it's on every
I know,
track, but you just don't have
I
to.
will
You don't have
complain
to
as
bring
long
it
as I
up.
fucking want. Just deal with it. Just deal with it.
God damn it.
So this is the first song we get from DJ Clay, on his own, and it is super serious.
It is.
It does not seem like it's something you would throw on a Psychopathics From Outer Space compilation. It's not something I would have expected as my first song. Fucking hell. But yeah, you basically got the gist in the very beginning where DJ Clay gets shot. And he is in the hospital as he's being operated on, and he is just kind of reminiscing on what got him to that point and the things that he is potentially leaving behind and how he needs to, stay. And towards the end, he is just realizing it's useless, he can't, and he eventually dies.
Yeah.
This track is fucking heavy.
It is.
Like, DJ Clay doesn't do anything like lyrically or with his flow or anything that is just super like, oh, holy fuck, we got to pay attention to this. It's just what he's saying is so simple enough that it, in my opinion, it hits very hard without doing anything super extravagant. And I really like it.
Yeah. It's a good one. This is a far cry from some of the other DJ Clay showings that we've seen where, like I said, he did the "is this a club song?" thing. I'm glad he didn't do that here. Good on you, DJ.
Hey, hold on. Hey. But yeah, I really enjoy this song.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's got a lot of that stuff, and I mean. Yeah, I mean, it's what it's about. Like, there's, that's all there is to say about it.
There is no digging deeper into this.
Like,
it's literally, he is telling you the story of how he's shot and is dying.
Yeah, and like
you can't look deeper into that, but
that's it.
You can just acknowledge that it is doing a good job of telling the story.
I was listening to it, and I just recently read the book Battle Royale, and it reminded me of stuff from that, because a lot of people die in Battle Royale. Almost everybody does.
I'd like to know where the that section in the beginning, where that came from. I can't find out. I don't know if because it doesn't show on like who's handled or anything. But I never heard of the term homeboy ambulance.
Yeah.
So I had to look that up, and apparently it is just it's seemingly when I guess gang bangers would just take somebody who was shot and drop them in front of the ER. That's what it seems like, and then drive off. So yeah, hearing he got done by a homeboy ambulance, it was just, oh well, you just literally got dropped off here. So, that's some real shit.
Yeah.
I wonder if like DJ Clay was ever really around any of that, like, because ICP, even as Inner City Posse, weren't really around like real gang members.
Sort of. I mean, their mom's house did get shot up.
Yeah, that is true. I forgot about that.
They clearly had run-ins.
But like they didn't, to my knowledge, they didn't have guns.
Their mom's house got shot up.
Yeah.
I can only imagine that they themselves also had run-ins with other people. Like,
right.
That doesn't happen without somebody intending to either kill you or scare the shit out of you.
Right. That's true. Huh. I'm just curious. I wonder like if DJ Clay was ever around any of that stuff.
I don't know.
The world may never know. But I think that's all that we can really drag out on this track. I just enjoy it a lot. So let us move on to track 9, Last Day Alive.
City hopping over a hill, last day. Hello, Ryan. This is Houston. It's not better. Leave immediately.
I woke up and poured bleach in my cup and down 35 lower tabs, and now I'm giving no fucks. Just 24 hours left till I meet. Get the whole day of living, gotta live it for my last breath. I took some rolls to the nose, fuck some hoes, grabbed the fofo, shot the motherfucker at the front door. This left the keys to his 5 Series in the front seat. Now I'm steady gunning at police. On my way to the next stop, freebase and crack rock, main vein and black tar, tearing up the whole block. Then pulled up to the Bank of America, steady dodging bullets like a cartoon character. I grabbed the clerk, told her empty out the safe, threw all the money on the ground and shot the bitch in her face. Only 23 hours, time's running out. Fuck all this waiting, I put the barrel in my own mouth.
Last day alive.
I'm with the Grim Reaper. Every hour I'm going deeper.
Last day alive.
I'm with the Grim Reaper. Every hour I'm going deeper.
Last day alive.
I'm with the Grim Reaper.
All right, Last Day Alive, Boondocks, Shaggy, Too Dope, and Monoxide. And this was produced, the music was done by Stir Crazy. I think this is the first time that Stir Crazy has shown up on a Psychopathic project. And they just did music for some underground people. I think Stir Crazy also does rap themselves. I've seen some stuff that they've done production-wise, and I dig it. I love this beat. I think it's pretty cool. So what do you have on this song?
Well,
buddy?
Mike, you brought up Boondocks and Dark Lotus at the beginning of this episode. And anybody who hangs out in the ICP with Weed Discord already saw my note on this if you looked in the channel for it when I posted it. Because I just posted my entire note that I am going to read here verbatim now.
Good.
Boondocks writes the stuff I would have imagined hearing from Dark Lotus if it was actually dark and also sucked.
Really didn't like his verse, huh?
I just don't care. He is like we were talking about it a little more, and it's like it is just like Esham left, and they were like, shit, we need an edgy boy. And Boondocks is like, yeah, I gotcha. That's what Boondocks sounds like.
Is it just because it seems like he's trying to do just say a bunch of stuff that is edgy? Is that what
That's about it. He's just like, look at me, I'm twisted, I'm killed people and stuff.
I guess.
And it's like, boring too.
See, I thought this verse was cool. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's not too far off from some of the stuff that Twisted did earlier.
Boondocks. Here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. We've had 2 albums by Boondocks. He's shown up here and there. He's not new and fresh anymore, so I'm off of the thing of him just sounding different. And now it's just Boondocks, and no.
I mean, okay, that's fair, I guess.
And yeah, I mean, like, it is just like some of the other stuff that they've done and stuff, but just like for what I said on My Addiction, it's like, ooh, these guys, they're twisted and spooky. It's like, whatever, man. I get it, Monoxide. You like murdering women, and now there's a Southern guy who also likes that. Like, that's it. That's what we got.
I think that this track is solid throughout, but
also,
Monoxide,
I'm still annoyed with Boondocks from my van. I'm just like, just shut the fuck up. You're not allowed to talk for the rest of this album.
But I think that Monoxide has probably the standout verse. And actually, something else that I wanted to point out on this record that's very very drastically different from the last one. If you remember on Psychopathics From Outer Space 2, we had a lot of songs that had various collaborations. Okay, like we had the one track that had, it was like ICP Twisted and I think Jump Steady, the track Demon Face. There was like Blaze and Esham on a track together. Like there was a lot more of intermixing of who's who on the label.
There was Warrior,
this one
which had ABK and ABK. Miss those days.
But on this one, all we got literally was this track and Put It Down of being the only ones of like intermixing, minus the final track that we really pay attention to. But that's similar to what was on Psychopathics From Outer Space too. But the fact that there was only like, it's basically just like, oh, it's these artists doing their songs, and then we have 2 tracks of some intermixing, and that's it. I thought that was very interesting that they didn't go the route of let's make this a lot more grander with the label.
Yeah.
I don't know if there was a reason for that or they just decided against it, whatever. But just something that
it's possible that a decent amount of these may have just been songs that they were already working on and they threw them together.
Given what the next song is, I think that might be true.
Yeah.
But we'll get there shortly. But no, Last Day Alive, I like this track a lot. Two Dope's verse is a bit for me.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, I think Monoxide has probably the coolest one. And I like his line, pulling off from the cops when they just show up, roll the window down and throw a Wicked Clown sign up. That's just cool.
Yeah.
Just really like that. Oh, what could change in 5 years?
This is just a thing of just like, yeah, I get that this is what they're quote unquote about, but also it's just whatever. Whatever.
All right. All right, you ready to move on then?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go to track 10. Zombie.
Several religious believe that once hell reaches its maximum capacity, the banished souls of the dead will be forced to return to their rotten bodies here on earth. They say these also angry souls may actually crawl from their graves and join us again among the living. Many actually believe this has already begun to happen.
The most unthinkable outcome is coming to existence, straight up on some horror science fiction. Here I sit with a hammer in my hand, same hammer that I used on the porch to kill a man. Well, he looked like a man, but his face was half gone, and his eyes were all red, and he was crawling on the lawn. Tried to reach for me and bite me, so I popped him in his dome with a hammer in his forehead and watched his head explode. Sheer terror, I was spattered with blood and went into shock, till I noticed 50 more of them coming around the block. Back inside, boarding up the doors, they're outside banging like they know that I'm the main course. Reinforce the windows, they're coming through in twos, 14 in the room, and I'm panicking like what the fuck can I do? Overpowered and outnumbered, knowing that I'ma die, till I stumble to the floor thinking how will I survive? When they're all around you, now you're under, they surround you. How impossible, they found you, now they're
ripping, beating, tearing you apart.
Now you're cold and bleeding, they surround you, they're still feeding. You can feel your heart still beating.
Ripped open, singing, how will I survive? I'm trying to run through the branches.
Zombie. And this track was done by Seven.
Oh, okay.
And to jump off of what we were saying on the last track about maybe tracks that were already being worked on, I'm curious if this was meant to be a track for Independence Day and got left off. Since Seven did a lot of the production on those songs.
Possibly.
So it might have seemed out of place on there.
Yeah.
But at the same time, there were tracks on there that I didn't care for, and I would have rather heard this.
Yeah, this is a good track. I noted the line that I believe Monoxide says, hit the canvas like a starving artist, which is just a good line.
It's a pretty cool line.
Yeah.
It's a very cool line. And this, Twisted, do this more. The story is great.
Yeah.
And they literally, like, they build off of each other very well.
Yeah,
and
you got this, you got Ham Shabam. They can do good when they're doing stuff like that.
Just stay on focus. That's all it is.
Now, do I think this is derivative of Attack of the Baseheads? Yes. Do I think that it, takes away the dehumanization of drug addicts that Attack of the Baseheads had? Yes, and that's a good thing. Do I still think Attack of the Baseheads was better? Yeah, I kind of do.
Really?
But I like this track.
I like this way more than Attack of the Baseheads. But I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm slightly more into zombie stuff these days.
But it might just be that you turned your back on the Juggalos.
Yeah, you know what? That's you've found it out.
You ever read the Zombie Survival Guide?
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay. It's a fun little book that's it's literally written like a survival guide, you know, for specific situations and stuff, but it's about zombies and stuff. Zombies are an amusing thing. It's always like from a standpoint where there aren't any zombie stories, like at least most of the mainstream ones they're not like quote sci-fi. It's, you know, always more of like a supernatural kind of thing, and the zombies are more of a metaphor for something else usually. Consumerism and such. Racism. Well, sort of. A little bit of
What's your favorite zombie based medium? Like show or movie or whatever?
Jeez. I actually don't watch a lot of zombie stuff in general. I liked World War Z, the audiobook. I never saw the movie because I don't think it really has much to do with it at all.
No, so I was actually going to bring that up. I've never read the book. I did see the movie, but I heard that the book is fantastic.
I will lend you.
Is significantly different.
I will send you the audiobook because here's the thing about the audiobook. It is voiced by a fucking all-star cast.
Really?
2 standouts in particular. Alan Alda is in it, and I love Alan Alda. Wow, where are my names today? Mark Hamill is in that, and his part is hilarious.
Oh shit.
He plays a dude who was in quote the Battle of Yonkers, which was a standoff between zombies and the military in Yonkers, New York. And he is just this irritated dude who is just retelling this story of a complete failure from the top down of, like, you know, the higher brass and their obsession with cool tech stuff and just how it fucked everything up because they were unprepared for what was going on. And just his voicing and it like his reading is perfect. It's amazing. But yeah,
that's interesting.
The way the zombies work in general, because like the Zombie Survival Guide very much attempts to make it like it's pretty complete in the way that it describes them and all that stuff. But there's really no scientific way to make a zombie that isn't destroyed by nature. As it, and like, you know, it acknowledges that like over the winter you can expect that zombies will literally just freeze outside. And it doesn't acknowledge the other part of it, which is in the summer, they will explode. Their bodies, like, that's just what happens. If a body is left in the sun, it just kind of bleh. They do acknowledge that because they don't have, you know, functioning brains and stuff. You know, our brains do a lot to keep us from damaging ourselves. Like, it's kind of, whenever people talk about like, yeah, you know, you can unlock your full power and stuff like that. It's like, yeah, your brain is holding you back, but it's holding you back so your tendons don't snap. And that's part of the book. It's like, it talks about like, yeah, they don't have that, so they just smack things really fucking hard. And it's like, yeah, but they can do that like 5 times before they can't move their arms anymore, and then they're just laying on the ground.
Yeah, I remember there was something, and it was like criticizing about how like zombies that, like, you're telling me that they can just like, it looks like they're barely like reaching in and they're pulling out chunks of this person and whatnot. Like,
yeah,
they're dead. They should be weak and all this stuff. And it's never really like explained like that in that medium.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the thing of why it's not science fiction. It's just, you know.
Yeah, I feel like I know that I saw, what was the first really big one? What, Night of the Living Dead?
Yeah.
I believe I saw that one, which even today is freaking, like, it's a crazy movie.
It is.
I got into The Walking Dead like after the big craze of it, but I started watching it. I haven't watched it in a while. Like I'm very behind.
Never watched it.
I mean, the comic series is fucking great. And they kind of like deviated from the comic in the show a little bit, but then I think they started to pull back into what it was about. But like most zombie stuff, I'm a bitch when it comes to scary stuff.
Yeah.
That's why like it was interesting to watch, like to know I never played it, but like Resident Evil.
Yeah. And
then to watch the movie Resident Evil,
it's just goofy.
Which is fairly different.
A little bit. Yeah.
There's that new Resident Evil that's coming out too. Do you see about that?
I don't know.
Yeah, there's a new one. Has nothing to do with any of the other Resident Evil movies. So I don't know like where they're like what they're doing, but it looks like it starts around like it might be based off of Resident Evil 1 or 2, the games. So I don't know. I have no fucking idea.
I don't know.
I just think that zombies are definitely interesting.
They are.
But they also get done way too fucking much.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I think if
Marvel
I was gonna
zombies.
If I was gonna go with my favorite zombie media, it would probably just be like Left 4 Dead or something.
Okay.
Because it's just fun.
I can barely play it.
Really?
You have to play it with friends though.
Yeah. We should play that sometime.
Maybe.
Everyone's playing Back 4 Blood now, and I don't want to spend money on it or buy Game Pass.
That's totally fair. I've also heard that there's people who don't like it because it is not as good as Left 4 Dead.
It looks pretty good in general. I've watched people play it. It seemed fun.
I think a friend of mine just had it and beat it, but I don't know. From what I've heard from some people, they're like it's okay, but I prefer Left 4 Dead.
Yeah. Anyway, I think we've put off this next track for as long as possible.
Yeah, track 11, Girls They Love Me.
Man, I'm telling you, this is the one.
Man, you said that shit before, man.
I know.
Man, it's the same.
I know
shit
I done
over
told
and
you
over
before.
again, man. Always. I don't know, man. Why we hiding in these fucking bushes, man?
Don't worry about that. Fuck the bushes. Look, I'm just saying, this bitch is the one.
I think you lost your mind again, man.
What are you fucking perv doing in my mom's bushes?
Back like tight jeans on got queens. It's the one and only homie hunting hood rat hoes. Now looking to party. Got my six sights set on get my dick wet in this Oriental netting at the spine. She don't know it yet. Fuck the dumb shit. Sometimes you gotta pay. I'm bold, a couple 20s and I skied it on the face. It's okay, it won't matter in any case. 2 minutes, get my money when she's staring at the motherfucking blade. Waited 8 long days like a stalker. I'm in bushes with the whisper 2000 and other equipment. They be pushing to the creeks like me who ain't dead. But gotta know everything about her. What time she gon' be there? If not, where she go? I know she love me and that love can only grow. If she with me every day, she can never say no. I cut a piece away and eating. Now she seeing this is true love, bitch. If it ever had a meaning.
Girls, they love me.
Yes, I know that you're here to party. Here to party.
Girls, they love me.
Please don't mind me, I'll move the bodies. Move the bodies.
Girls, they love me.
Any place with my knife you're facing. Knife I'm facing.
Girls, they love me.
Time to slice your throat, girl, I'm waiting. No more chasing.
I waited on my prey.
Blaze.
All right, so we got this track by Blaze.
Your
There's
Dead
ROC
Homie.
on the hook. And this was also, the music for this was done by ROC.
Blaze, Your Dead Homie. He's hanging around the studio and he's like, I gotta do another song. And he's coming up blank, right? And he's like, I gotta go find Jamie. Jamie's not around. And he's like, shit.
Oh no.
Don't have my regular guy.
Oh no. I know what
Looks
you're
over
going to
in
do.
the corner. And he sees Boondocks hanging out there. He's like, hey, Boondocks. Can you write me a track real quick? And Boondocks like, yeah, fam, I got you. Sorry. Yeah, sure, buddy, I got y'all. And so he writes this. And then Blaze records it. And here we are. Go ahead.
Would you be surprised if I told you that Blaze occasionally performs at his shows?
No, I really wouldn't.
It's so weird. The first time I heard him do this live, I was like, I'm sorry, what?
I mean, he already committed it to an audio recording.
That does not
mass
mean
released.
That does not mean anything.
It means something.
No. This song is not great.
It means
the
he was willing to have his name attached to this for longer than a live performance would be.
The beat for this is all right.
Yeah.
I don't even mind the hook that much.
No, it's all right.
But the rest of the song is just so fucking dumb. And there's another skit that's towards the end of ROC still trying to get Blaze to his senses and doesn't. And then throughout the final chorus, it's Blaze just yelling, "She loves me!" Yeah.
Because he has her in the trunk.
Yes, he has her in the trunk.
Yeah.
And this was the one that for my notes, it just had meh.
No?
Like, it's a track that I think I've tried multiple times to enjoy, and I just can't.
Didn't care for the My Van reprise.
My Van was fun. Sorry. Sure. Where's my awesome southern guitar solo in this?
So you're saying My Van is a fun instrumental?
My Van is a fun song.
Yeah, sure.
Throughout. All 110% of it. Don't you give me that fucking look. Don't you fucking dare. I will not stand for this.
Uh-huh.
That's why I'm sitting.
Yeah. Well, I don't think there's much more to say about this song.
No, track 12, If I Was God.
America has lost sight of God. The Bible says the wicked shall be turned into hell, and all nations that forget God. America has forgotten God. The more rapes there will be, the more muggings there will be, the more drugs there will be, the more murders there will be.
If I was God, I'd probably try to clear my brain, kick back up in the heavens and see what we can change. First off, I'd have no guns, just hand-to-hand combat. Only the strong survive like cavemen. I like that. If I was God, the sun would blink from time to time and black out. I'd introduce a newest rider, put Eazy-E back out. I'd fucking ride up in the sky, up on a cloud, floating around, both granting wishes and throwing lightning bolts down. If I was God, I'd show up and host Saturday Night Live, just to freak 'em out and let everybody know I'm alive. If I was God, I'd explode every crooked preacher's head. Right then when he's screaming and preaching, face all red. Pop! If I was God, I'd go and try to whip the devil's ass, but it probably ain't that easy, and I'd probably learn it fast. If I was God, I'd ride a dragon down to earth, pull Bin Laden out the sand and fucking kill him myself. If I was God, I'd turn pop music upside down.
So, If I Was God, it says it's Insane Clown Posse. It's just Violent J.
Yeah.
And we got production from somebody different here.
Oh.
Because Genius is fucking wrong, bitches.
Oh.
It's got the wrong mic. We got Mike Peasy Weezy Fosheezy on this bitch.
That makes sense.
It does, because legit, this instrumental, this sounds like it was pulled from the Hell's Pit sessions.
Yeah.
Especially with that guitar that shows up in the background.
Mm-hmm.
So this track is literally just Violent J. He is doing one long verse. There's no breaks. There's no hook. Nothing. Talking about what he would do if he was God.
Yeah.
So
he says
let's take a look at some of the things here.
Well, he starts out with like only hand-to-hand combat, right? He says only the strong survive. He's turning his back on the Juggalos before Twisted ever did. Go on.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. Some standout lines on here. Like if I was God, I'd go and try and whip the devil's ass, but it probably ain't that easy.
Doesn't believe that God is omnipotent.
Yeah, I guess that's kind of implied on here.
Yeah. He's acknowledging that he might not be able to beat the devil, but he could camel clutch him and take a photo of it.
Yes. Let's see. Apparently God would be marrying Beyonce.
Yeah.
Apparently. So God is still a person on Earth. Let's see.
It's oh shit, what was that show? Oh, I can't remember anymore. It's been so long since I've seen it. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
No, I'll look it up. I'll find it.
Make a lot more hotties be attracted to scrubs. Okay. That doesn't sound like a bad thing. I bring dinosaurs back just when nobody expects.
He does a lot of stuff that's just like gonna keep people on their toes with this shit.
It is. There was another. There's another really good one.
It's very Old Testament.
Oh, I put about 10,000 real Jason Voorhees up there just to add a fresh element of fear in the air. Yeah. That's some fucking bullshit, man.
Like I said, it's a very Old Testament style thing. Yeah. It goes back to my favorite book that I like to talk about, Job, where he's just like, God just says, I do shit because I fucking feel like it, and it's not your business to ask me why. Yeah. That's Job.
Let's see. Those are probably some of the biggest ones. Shit, if I was God, I'd walk around the city like King Kong, be down on the street and fucking peep in your home. Well, that's not very nice.
Oh yeah, Joan of Arcadia. That was the show.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, where God just shows up to talk to her from time to time.
Yeah. Okay, I never saw it, but I'm aware of it.
Yeah,
I remember the show name.
I remembered it because the theme to it was that song. What if God was one of us? That one.
Oh God, that's right.
Classic.
Oh God.
So the beginning of this song, that little preacher thing about, that whole thing, reminded me of something that happened to me relatively recently.
Uh-huh.
I was hanging out. I watch YouTube videos basically all day while I'm at work because I'm allowed to. I just do computer work most of the day. Have a little tablet set up. And from time to time, YouTube will suggest me some cooking stuff because I like to learn to cook things and all that. And I saw a video that was like, here's a recipe, 2-ingredient biscuits. I'm like, holy shit, I love biscuits. And this will come in handy. I gotta get my cooking fundamentals down. So I bring it up. It is by a channel called Hillbilly Kitchen, and it raises my eyebrows a little bit, but I'm like, let's give it a shot. Let's see what happens here. And this very nice woman is going through, talking about like the whole recipe and all that stuff. She walks you through the whole thing, telling you don't overmix it. You need the air bubbles in it, or else it's not going to rise properly, you fucking fool. Don't overmix your goddamn dough or batter for your biscuits. And then, just as we're going from the time of, here's how you set your oven, we're going to set those in there, whatever, we have a turn. And as they're cooking, she starts talking about how this is a nation founded on Christian principles by Christians who colonized the land. And I'm like, oh shit. I fucking lost it. And that's what I was reminded of with the intro to this.
Okay.
With that preacher talking about, we've turned away from God, and all that stuff.
So we've had now 2 songs where ICP is discussing about what if they were in some sort of power.
Yeah, this does remind me of If I Was a King. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Would ICP be better as kings or as God?
Neither.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, I mean, he has like the same kind of things going on, because if he was a king, I believe he was just kind of talking about like raining arrows on people out of nowhere, because he's just that kind of bastard.
Yeah. What's interesting, like, it doesn't seem like almost any of the stuff that they would do as kings was good for other people, mostly just themselves.
Well,
At
he
least
does
some of the
say,
stuff in this one.
Well, I
was,
mean, he
was
says
better.
if he was a king, us motherfuckers wouldn't have to worry about a damn thing.
Yeah.
He's. He got this bitch.
Got this bitch. Shit's under control.
He got this bitch.
Shit's under control. Well, do you know what's not under control by one's self? Boondocks with track 13, Torn Possession.
See if I can early assemble it, sir.
For real, that's a real thing, dude.
I can hear heaven calling, but I can't find my way. I can feel myself falling, but I can't find my way. Angels in my ear telling me don't, but demons in my ear telling me to. When I fight for my soul, and it goes one control. I'm surrounded by the dark, become a stranger to the light, with all the hopes into the fact that everything would be alright. But as I sit here crippled, nervous, in a state of shock, time's become my enemy. I'm staring at a broken clock, and every hour on the hour something strange is taking place. Apparitions on the walls, voices in my soul is raped. I can't explain it. Am I burning in that fire pit? As the devil come to claim what's his for all the times I needed shit? I tried sleeping, but still I can feel it creeping. Call up the deacon, blood's leaking right from the ceiling. I hear the rain falling, tapping on my windowsill. Shadows crawling, babies crying, make it all seem so surreal. And what's that ticking in my head? I know for sure that I ain't dead. If that's the case, then why the fuck am I still sitting in my bed? I try to scream, but no sound, so I'm reaching for the phone. I need to call someone right now to tell me what's going on. I can hear heaven calling, but I can't find my way.
All right. This one, we got a different producer here. This was done by Kuma.
Oh, okay.
Nice to have him show up here.
A lot of times whenever I was looking at the title of this, I just read Tom Possession. It just happens with an R next to an N all the time with me.
Yeah, that's fair. So, is it? I think it's safe to say this is probably the darkest song on this CD.
I guess.
I mean, what would arguably be worse?
It depends on what you mean by dark, really.
I think that anything.
It's sure. It's like about like an exorcism and stuff, and it's dark.
Yeah.
And well, potentially because there's some stuff going on in it that's unclear. I mean, you have like Last Day Alive, which is dark in like a societal way.
Yeah, I think for me, just anything that is like, when it pertains to religious type stuff, especially with things like with demons or whatnot.
You have My Van, which is very dark to think about the fact that people enjoy that song.
Anyways,
you have Girls They Love Me, which is dark in the way that somebody decided to write My Van and then ghostwrite the same song.
Oh my god. Anyways.
You have Truth Dare, which is dark in the ways that we already talked about. It's a kind of dark song, honestly.
Okay. Fuck what I said.
Just, I mean, like, fair. You can think a song's dark. I'm just saying.
You can say it's dark, but I can also give you,
like,
but I'll give you these reasons as to why it's not.
I'm not saying that it's not dark. You said it's the darkest on the album, and
I think it is.
That's fair.
Personally,
fine.
There we go. But yeah, it's basically just him talking about how something is happening where he's at, but it also feels like he may be the namesake, coming to be possessed. And I think it says towards the end that it's basically implied that he dies.
That's the thing. That's where it's strange, right? Because like you have like his verses where he's talking more or less about like what appears to be like an exorcism and stuff. He's describing very much exorcisty kind of things, you know, talking about having like a priest there and stuff, and shit's flying off the walls and all that. And then at the end, he talks about waking up in like a room and somebody's like injecting him and stuff. And I don't know if he's like just being like put down or if it's just like a thing of if he's just being sedated or something. If the whole thing was just one big old drug trip. I don't know. Know what I'm saying?
Okay, after the shock pain in my arm. Oh, I didn't even
Sharp,
realize
I believe, is what the actual word is, because I listened to it several times.
Right, but I didn't realize about like the pain in my arm.
Yeah.
All I know is I feel warm and I don't care what's going on. The way that I was hearing it, and honestly, this probably is a song that should have had another verse.
Maybe.
Because it almost feels kind of abrupt. Like I said, the way I was thinking about it was, I assumed that he was dying due to the exorcism, like his body couldn't handle it. And so, you know, he's in a room filled with light and it's like, oh, well, maybe his soul, like he died, but his soul went to heaven. That's what I was getting. So clearly, I'm very bad at reading context clues. Which, guess what? If you've been listening to this show for a long fucking time, that should not be a surprise. I'm a very literal like person. So...
yeah, I interpreted it as him waking up in some sort of hospital setting, perhaps. Likely.
Maybe that's it. That maybe perhaps a mental institution.
Yeah.
Something like that. Huh.
A medical setting.
Yeah. I don't know. I like the fact that we got this song from Boondocks as something so different from My Van.
Yeah, thank God. We got something.
I mean, in the sense that it doesn't show that My Van is the only thing he can make.
Yeah. He was capable of breaking away from...
As a My Van apologist.
He was capable of breaking away from the Boondocks special to...
oh my God.
To make a song kind of in the vein of They Pray With Snakes, but good. I like this song.
Okay. Oh. Well, let's move on. We gotta start wrapping this up.
Yeah.
Track 14, Reason.
Oh no. It's broken. Don't ruin my jokes. Okay, the track is actually broken. I can't play that one. Damn. Anyway, here's the joke. I don't have Hoobastank's The Reason. All I have is Crawling in the Dark, but the track isn't playing properly, so I can't do that.
Here we go right now! When it comes to shows, sometimes I wanna be left alone. Need time to get up in my zone and clear my head. It's time to go. No, I don't try to act like a superstar. Might walk past some groupie bros. That's to show you know I'm hooking up with every one of y'all. 9 times out of 10, my day's been hectic. When I show up, man, I'm already stressing. Show up early for what, man, they ain't even time checking. From time to time, I'm preoccupied. Whole lot of bullshit on my mind. Whenever I get the chance, man, I'm just trying to unwind. But then some people wanna go push the buttons, acting like they distant cousins. All up in my business, getting way too close for comfort is something. Some folks get way too drunk in the dressing room, try to hit the blunt. They ain't even fans, man, they just motherfucking front. Just wanna be part of the party. Squeeze on in, don't ask nobody. On the dick like boxer shorts, better go and ask somebody about me. I don't wanna be rude, but bitch, you need to get a clue. You no idea what I'm about to do. Just give it up, baby. Wanna fight, we can knuckle up. Now see me top, fuck you up. Just give it up, baby. Wanna tell me why you all in my space? Take a step back, get out my face. Just give it up, baby. Wanna fight, we can knuckle up. Now see me top, fuck you up. Just give it up, baby. Wanna tell me why you all in my space? Take a step back, get out my face. Just
This is Motown Rage.
It is.
Another new signing by Psychopathic.
Mm-hmm.
They were a rap metal style band from Detroit. At this point, they had already had, I think, one album under their belt. And I think that they had done some shows with ICP. I think they did some of the stuff like Big Ballas. They may have performed at Hallowicked as well. So at this point, Juggalos were already like, at least Juggalos in the area were like kind of aware of who they were. I don't really know if they were a Juggalo band per se, but this is heavier than anything we've heard from Zug Island.
Yeah.
I mean, Zug Island was meant to just kind of sound like a grunge style band, but this is fucking metal.
And it's also more, well, it's more coherent than anything we heard from Zug Island Part 2.
Oh, the second album of theirs? Yeah, fuck 333. That goddamn, all maybe 3 good songs on it.
It's very easy to determine what this is about. This is a dumb angry guy song.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
It's a new metal song.
Well, I mean, here's the you can hear new metal people like go at least a little bit deeper into that. This is just an angry dumb man. That's what this is. This is
angry dumb man.
This is Five Finger Death Punch without all the other shit you have to deal with Five Finger Death Punch.
So this is better Five Finger Death Punch?
Kind of, yeah.
Whoa!
They also still have like some pretty good guitar work on it too. It's nice. Got some cool riffs. That lick is cool. It's always good to hear that.
Razor
stuff.
Ray is the guitarist. So we have, I think we've seen him on some stuff before, but we're for sure seeing him here, and we will see him on some other stuff outside of Motown Rage in the future, which is pretty cool.
I will say, it's just classic psychopathic rock production where it's just all the punch is fucking removed from it. Drives me insane.
Okay, I was hoping that it wasn't just me.
Oh no, there's no punch in this. Oh, the snare is not the problem.
Really?
Really, the
That's
snare
what I
is
was
not
thinking.
the problem because nothing else is punching in it either. That bass is barely fucking there in the mix.
Okay.
It's not banging at all. The snare is cranked up tight as fuck. Like it is.
Okay.
And that's just a thing that some people do.
Because I was wondering, like, that is the only real gripe that I have with this song is it does not feel like it's full.
No,
it feels
doesn't.
very, very stifled for some reason.
It sounds like it's compressed down to shit. But
the guitar sounds great.
Mm-hmm.
I think the guitar is awesome, especially whenever you get to the solo. You can hear every fucking bit of it. But man, the drums mostly is just like, there is something that I'm not getting out of it, and it really disappoints me.
So, Mike, there's a CD that I had a while back. It was a burned CD of Nightwish, their album Once, right?
Okay.
This CD was burned forever ago. This was like at the advent of burning CDs being a thing. Whenever CDR drives were separate from the drives that played the CDs. And it was prior to us having any understanding of what compression means.
Mm-hmm.
So, naturally, we just wanted our music to be the smallest file possible because you could fit more because hard drives were tiny back then.
Mm-hmm.
And so when you listen to it, it has zero punch whatsoever because everything's compressed as shit. Nothing's banging in your fucking ears. And years later, I bought my own copy of Nightwishes Once, and I put it in, and I was like, holy fuck, it's an entire new experience. And that's basically what this is. This is the fucking compressed to shit MP3 file of Motown Rage.
Which is sad because it shouldn't be. Like,
yeah.
That's just how it sounds, and that's disappointing. Like,
but I mean, the first thing that I did notice was how tight that fucking snare was cranked because it is hilarious. It's not bad. Like it can sound fine. It does sound okay. It's just the mix is really the big problem. His voice sounds all right.
I mean, it's just a bummer because actually out of most of the songs on here, because I did rip this in lossless format.
Mhm.
This has like one of the largest files. Like, it is so fucking big. So the fact that they compress it on their own like that is such a bummer.
It's just a bad mix.
Because I really like this track.
Yep.
And they did release one album with Psychopathic.
Yeah.
I think it was in early 2009. I could be wrong.
I mean, they'd only released like one album prior to this, right?
Yes.
Yeah, they didn't have like anything else going on, so it's like they weren't really settled in on stuff. So maybe they didn't have a good studio to work with.
Maybe, I don't know. But I mean, this was produced by them and Mike Clark. So I don't know.
Damn.
Now, granted, the next album or the album of theirs, I do have it. We will eventually cover it. It's hard to find that album these days. And I managed to find a second copy earlier this year for, God, what I spent? I think I only spent like $8 on it, which is insane because copies for this go for like $50 or more now. And I bought it and sent it to Roach Coach.
Yeah.
Still waiting to see if they decide they want to cover it, because I think it'd be really, really cool. So Roach Coach, if you guys are listening, just saying, it's there. It should be on the long list.
Yeah, there's not really a whole lot to talk about with this, like, aside from just everything. I mean, we've already said everything that there is to say, and the next time we cover it, unless they have something different to say in lyrics-wise, we won't have much to say about them then either. And you're giving me a look that tells me that, no, they are always just dumb, angry guys who are talking about, like, hey, you giving me a look, you want to fight me? Well, fuck you. Man, I sure am a misanthrope. I hate other people. Grr.
Track 15, Hatchet Man.
Swinging off my neck on my chain, that wicked bling all tatted on my skin when I represent this hatchet man. I accomplish anything. I step up to the mic in them stage lights, say hit it right, transform me from the ordinary zero into pimp type with nothing in my way but a brighter day. I'm making history with that running man up in my plan. My name won't be no mystery, cause I got this shit on lock and you can put that on my hatchet. Just like death and fucking taxes, they gon' always be a psychopathic.
My hatchet chain swinging in the wind like some old dude's nuts. Look at it wrong, you best be throwing them things up. My hatchet, I sharpen that boy like regularly. You thought it'd be whistling, that's just how the fuck it's gon' be. Unless you ain't a juggalo or throwing that hatchet up, you might catch a nut. Ripping old school and new juggalos, don't give a fuck. No fine print needed to see what the fuck is going down. Yeah, you hold your shit up. We need you just like y'all need us too. Hold them up round here. We hold them up. Juggalo. We hold them up. We swing them side to side. We hold the hatchets high. We hold them up. Juggalo. We hold them up. We swing them side to side.
All right, this track is 8 minutes and 25 seconds long.
Big posse cut ending.
I imagine that they intended this to be like a big hit for like gatherings and stuff like that. Have everybody up on stage doing their things and stuff, but I personally don't see it, which is why I imagine it was probably a huge fucking gathering hit and everybody loved it. But I don't know. This doesn't fucking... It's whatever. But this does have something in it that I feel is relevant to right now, in fact. This track is where I see a lot of why the split between Psychopathic and MNE comes off in such a like weird, toxic way. And I'm being serious about this. You're giving me this look like you think that I'm like gonna go off on say some shit and you're gonna be like, oh my god, shut up. But no, I mean I'm being serious here because there's so much in that's contained in this song of that, you know, if you're not with us, you're against us kind of shit. It's throughout this. And it's packed into family tracks aside from this. Like all the ones that they do that are of this style have that vibe to them. So it's kind of like bound to happen. Like it was inevitable that if somebody split off to do their own thing, that, and if anything happened between them, that one side would be standing by the family saying that the others betrayed them, and the other side would believe that the family has changed and doesn't stand for what it used to. So they're with this other one now, and that would be what happens, and that's what happened. But what's really happening is a lot of people are getting played by marketing. It's just fucking music, y'all. Goddamn. That's it. That's Hatchet, man.
It's not just music for a lot of people. That's the thing.
Yeah, it's a shame.
It's and this is honestly a big. It's weird to think about it now, because it's not like something that we've been as like forward about recently, especially like after we started adding the other artists into what we do. You know, early on when we were talking about, you know, what is it that's appealing to these people? You know, what is it about this music that is, for some reason, getting such a diehard fan base? And I think that obviously, yes, the people who were involved in, say, the first 6 Joker's cards, okay, they listened to that so close to heart, and that became a part of their identity. By the way, sorry, I just wanted to get this out of the way. This was also done by Star Crazy, who we heard a bit ago. Anyways, what happens is after that 6th Joker's card ended, and people were like, wait, what the fuck is going on now? You know, are we, you know, is ICP still making music? I thought the world was supposed to end and all this shit. You had the people who, after the Wraith was done, and then you had Hell's Pit, some people were still around by then, and then the Calm, and people were like, what the fuck is this? And people started to drop off. There are people who will not acknowledge anything after the Wraith Shangri-La. There are some people who won't acknowledge that album because it was completely different than what they expected, what they thought was going to happen.
Yeah.
Then having other artists join into this collective, similar artists, mind you, having Blaze, having Twisted, and continue on to that and say, well, now we're all making music for you guys.
Yeah.
It's one thing when an artist makes music because they want to make music. And it's different whenever you have, say, an artist who has a big label backing them, who says, okay, you're on this contract, you have 3 albums with us. Okay.
Yeah.
Album's out, great, you tour, awesome. 2 years later, we want a new record.
Yeah.
Psychopathic was not run that way.
No.
They were run by the way of, okay, you're with us. Here's what we would like to do. You know, take your time if you can't, if you want, but we'd like to have an album around this time. We have artists who are just there, and it's run as a quote-unquote family that's much more loosely structured. But these are all people who are making music strictly for a collective amount of people, these specific people. And because of that, it seems so much more personal for those fans.
I think that's just kind of like an illusion, though. They are just making music for themselves. Like, they're making music that they want to make, and any connection beyond that is just a thing that they fostered. They absolutely fostered this themselves. Like, they 100%. Wanted that to happen, but it's still a mistake on the side of fans to let that happen, because here's a thing.
I agree.
Violent J, he's not your friend. You might like him, and that's fine. I like plenty of people who aren't my friends because I don't know them. You know? And I can like them in the stuff they make all I want. They don't know me, I don't know them. Stop feeling like you owe people so much shit that you don't know.
Well, that's the thing. It's why it's so very difficult nowadays to look at social media, and when people are talking about, like when Twisted's new album came out this year, when Unlikely Prescription came out, and there's people who are like, this is garbage. It sounds nothing like their good shit before they turn their backs on us. Look at when Yum Yum Bedlam came out, and they're like, why the fuck would ICP have an album that has all these producer tags and shit? That's not what we want. Well, they're a great deal of people. And as somebody who is in this culture, okay, and it does mean a lot to me, and it hits me very close, we need this group. Juggalos need to understand that, yes, you have artists who are making music that you greatly enjoy, and you know, if they help get you through the days, then that's great.
Yeah.
But it cannot define every aspect of your life.
Yeah.
To the point where without it, you can't function.
Don't.
And I think that's something that a lot of people need to understand.
Yeah. Like it's perfectly fine to have something that really helps you out through life and all that stuff. But I mean, don't dedicate yourself to somebody who literally does not know you. Like, it's not.
It's hard. It's very hard. And there's people who, I will not begrudge somebody for, their dedication to this. Yeah. It's not fair for me to do that, because I don't know what this means to the random juggalos that I see at the show. There's people who probably feel this 20 times stronger than I do. And I feel like I don't embody every single aspect about, what being a juggalo is, but it's very important to me. But there's people who probably take this far closer to heart, and for them, great. But it can be very dangerous when it's running your life. Mm. And I think that's definitely something that maybe people don't want to hear, but might need to.
Yeah.
And maybe we're getting like off the subject for like what this song is about. But
I mean, it's just a family song, but it brings up the thing.
It's a family song, and I mean,
there's nothing else to say about it as far as I'm concerned.
I hate Shaggy's verse. I hate his flow for it.
I know
it pisses me off.
I know.
Yeah, I knew it. Just a couple quick notes that I wanted to just go over was for someone who just joined the label, ROC fucking killed his shit. He definitely had one of the best verses on here.
Yeah, for a brand new rapper. He's never really been never recorded
somebody
before.
Who's never rapped ever in his life.
Came up as a hype man and then was finally allowed to rap on it.
And then Twisted have great verses on here as well. It's funny whenever the people who didn't even quote unquote start the Hatchet have the best verses. Jay's is okay, but Jay's feels a little bit lazy. Yeah. But that final line that he has, one day I'm gonna look back and what this Hatchet man has done, laying on my deathbed, I'll pass it on to my grandson. That definitely is something that I'm sure resonates with a lot of people.
Yeah.
It'll be nice to think of, and time is just constantly moving on for people.
It is.
Look at what happened earlier this year. We've, just in the last couple months, we learned that Jay's, he got AFib. He recently had a stint in rehab, which is fucking unheard of fucking 10 years ago. It's definitely, it's hard to look back at songs like this where there is that just big sense of camaraderie that's no longer there.
Yeah.
And I don't want to get into the idea of who was wrong in whatever situation to cause us to be where we're at now. It's just we have to look back with the nostalgia and just understand that we had it at one point and it's incredibly unlikely it's going to happen again. We just have to have this. It hurts. It sucks. But unfortunately, that's just what we have to deal with. But this track itself, I think, is a good ending song. Stir Crazy had a great beat. We have a cool guitar solo by Razor Ray in here towards the end. And it does feel just very big. I don't know if this was ever performed live. I feel like, if I'm being honest, I don't know if anybody would remember the verses. Yeah. But if this was ever done, like performed, maybe at a gathering, I feel like it wouldn't have been until the following gathering, because this was after it. But anyways, if anybody knows if this has been performed, please let me know. I'd be very interested to find that out.
I'd be interested to find it out, but I wouldn't be interested to listen. This is 8.5 minutes long.
I would watch a live performance of this song.
Yeah.
I would.
I don't care much for it.
Now, that's the final song.
Track 16, The Landing.
Outro. Are we really doing this? My note was different.
Oh, my note just said space again.
Yeah. Well, mine said it's an outro. And guess what? It's an outro. There's nothing else about it. So I guess we can just do our spiel here, because fuck it.
I'd keep Truth Dare. I'd keep Zombie. I guess I'd keep Tom Possession.
All right. Mine are.
You'd keep
actually
My
all
Van,
different.
and you'd keep Reason, and you'd keep just a song I wrote, maybe.
You are wrong. You are wrong.
You just want me to be wrong. You changed it. You're looking at your notes and you're like, I have to avoid these ones. He called me out dead on.
Okay, so Just a Song I Wrote is one of the ones I would pick. I really do enjoy that song. Further Away by Dark Lotus.
Okay.
And man, My Van is so good. It's so good. I think I'm actually going to go with Put It Down. I think that's the one I'm going to go with. And I know that you're removing My Van.
Yeah.
Get it out of the way.
Well, I mean, it's that or Girls They Love Me. Either way, I'm removing a Boondocks song.
I'm getting rid of Girls They Love Me.
Well, we'll get rid of both of them. There we go.
No. Can't. Mine's the definitive version. So, that's Psychopathics from Outer Space Part 3. In my opinion, I think that this is the best out of the Psychopathics from Outer Space series, because it doesn't, in my opinion, have as much garbage filler like the second one does. What's interesting is this had nobody outside of Psychopathic, with the exception of the Brian Abrams tiny feature. Yeah. We had some people outside of Psychopathic on Outer Space 2 and the first one. This is the last Psychopathics from Outer Space album that we've had.
Thank God.
So 2007. So we're 14 years since having one, which is crazy to me. Now,
you said that that this is probably the best Psychopathics from Outer Space, and I agree. And before you said the thing about there not being another one, I was going to say, please don't make me listen to another fucking Psychopathics from Outer Space.
My thing is, so last year in April, there was supposed to be a tour. There was supposed to be another Wicked Clowns from Outer Space tour. And I think there was a lot of talk that maybe there'd be another Psychopathics from Outer Space album, which would be very weird, given that the only people on the label are ICP and Ouija Mac. Yeah. Maybe Big Hoodoo. I don't know what he was doing that day. But the tour got canceled because of COVID.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they're going to revisit this series. I feel like probably not, just because the majority of the label, again, has left.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that's what we have. Like I said, I think this is probably my favorite of the three. A lot of people still hold the first one in very high regard, which is fair. I get it. I have never once heard anybody say that Psychopathics from Outer Space Part 2 is their favorite. No. But you, fine listener, you can tell us where you would rank this among the other Psychopathics from Outer Space. You can tell us your favorites. You can tell us which songs are garbage, as long as it's not My Van. You can do that by reaching to us on social media.
Like our Facebook.
Juggalo Judgment.
Or Twitter.
At Juggalo Judgment.
Instagram.
Juggalo Judgment.
You can send us a pretty long message through the email.
juggalojudgment@gmail.com.
If you have the desire to monetarily support us, you can do that on our Patreon.
Patreon.com/juggalojudgment.
If you don't want to monetarily support us, but you still do want to listen to the monthly, the song request things that we do after every episode now, I guess, that we're going to be monthly, but now we're just going to do it after every episode whenever we have them. You can also find those on that very same Patreon for free. The posts are available to everybody, and we will be posting them, on our things as well. So we'll have the links to them and all that stuff. You can go listen.
Yep. Go ahead and check out the link tree. That's pretty much everywhere. You can join our Discord if you'd like, and if you subscribe to the Patreon at the appropriate levels, you get more benefits that are available in the Discord.
If you remember to, do the Discord integration stuff that you have to do, go on to Patreon to find out how to do that.
Do that shit. I don't know how to do it.
Just Google it. Discord Patreon integration. It'll teach you.
Doodle it.
I don't have time for that.
Nope.
If you want to talk to us individually, you can catch me on Twitter at @Shmeev.
You can hit me up on Twitter at Mike Spawn, the SEJ, or on Instagram, Straight Edge Juggalo.
I think that's it.
And with that, I'm pretty sure that's it. I think there's nothing else we could possibly think of talking about in this podcast.
I think there's one more.
There's one?
Has to be done.
What's that?
You need to take... Remember when we cracked open those Fagos at the beginning of the episode?
I do remember that.
Yeah, take that Fago.
You
gotta finish your fucking Fago!
Turn it a little bit sideways and stick it straight up your candy ass! Oh my god.
It's already empty.
Mine wasn't, but I'm done.
Peace.
Much love.